So everything's constantly changing, so I guess I'll try to update it considering this happened just after I released my last video. I think it happened that night actually. So some of the things that are changing is Priest, on top of their massive bubble increase to like 300%, their discipline, whatever it is that used to make bubble not have a cooldown, 4 seconds to 0, is now going to make it so you're immune to interrupt, silence, and dispels for 4 seconds. It's going to be nice because bubbles are just going to get straight purged off no matter what. Now that they're up to about 20-25k again, and it's a lot harder to burst through that and then tear into the priest than it is to take out 5, 6, 7, 10k and then tear into the priest. Hopefully it'll make it to where, bubbles aren't just the priest is scared when they're gone. The priest can actually heal up during the bubble and whatever. It only works on themselves, which is really nice. Focused will procs from any attack instead of, I think it was just melee, or that's how it was working. Shadow Priest damage got buffed a little bit for the dots, hopefully less mind spiking. Sub-rogues don't get to prep evasion anymore. Shadow Step's getting more of a cooldown. Yada yada yada. Looks like they're getting a little bit of a damage increase. Purge only gets rid of 1 magic instead of 2. Curse of Exhaustion's 40 yards. It's also being nerfed to 30% instead of 50. Unstable Affliction was going down to 3 from 5, and now it's back up to 4. Hopefully that'll equal the priest ones for the fear if you dispel that, which would balance it out a little bit. Metamorphosis is being buffed a little bit, not much. Warlock's Demonology's been buffed a little bit. It didn't do anything other than remove mana drain for Affliction, which is very annoying. Fury Warriors are getting buffed for their damage a fair bit. Bloodthirst is going to gain about 20% damage. Raging Blow is going to gain a ton of damage, like 60%. And Arms gets nothing. Oh joy. Heroic Strike looks like it's scaling a little bit better for Arms Warriors than it is for Fury. Because it is really, really weak right now, and they didn't want to take away Deadly Calm's usefulness. Death Knights, oh god. Okay. DKs are going to suck. I don't see any really damage nerf other than what's it called? The Necrotic Strike scaling. But Blightcrawler, which increased your disease damage, is now going to increase all shadow damage, which is their mastery increases their shadow damage, which is not good. It's going to make their coils and some of their other shit hit a lot harder instead of just the diseases, and hopefully take out the Argue over Frost Fever as a glyph for Unholy DKs. Sudden Doom's only on main hand, and is just trying to kick Dual Wield's ass. Necrotic Strike's being cut down to 10 seconds instead of 15. That's good, but it's not that good because it's not hard to reapply. It doesn't really matter. A new talent, which means when you're on Holy Ruins, it's basically a Ghost Wolf when you're on Holy Ruins or down. This is a problem for melee classes, not so much for ranged. Death Knights really can only get rid of Unholy Ruins at range, other than Enrage your pet and then Unholy Frenzy on yourself, which will get you out of or down to 100% speed. That's going to be really annoying because they're just going to Plague Strike, or Plague Strike, Scourge Strike, or Necrotic Strike. It'll be dumped. You'll be stuck in Desecration and probably Chains of Ice still with 2 pets on you, and the Death Knight can't be snared. That's very, very, very annoying. Reforging, you can't get disarmed, so DKs are going to be 60% instead of 50. I don't know why. No one's going to use that anyway. New glyph for DKs that'll allow your Death Strike to heal 20% of your health no matter what, in Frost or Unholy. Everything two-handers in Frost is in Unholy or Blood Presence, so it doesn't really matter. It's just going to make DPS DKs be able to heal more. God damn it, because Lichborn coil spamming was not hard. They released the actual attack power scaling for druids and whatnot, so you can actually go look that up for yourself. I will try to put a link in this video if it doesn't get removed. Concussion shots up to 6 seconds from 4 seconds. Master's Call has been reduced on the cooldown, so hunters have more of a freedom. Black Arrow's been nerfed. Explosive Shot's been nerfed. Deterrence will now all be misses. Even though Glyph of Overpower is gone, I don't see the point in parrying as opposed to missing. But I guess it doesn't matter. I just can't overpower through it. Actually, I can. They just have to dodge. But Miss scales in before that, so they have to dodge beforehand, or Rind has to be up. Arcane mages are getting buffed a little bit. Yeah, counter spells down to 7 seconds from 8. It's going to be the same as catching a Strangulate. I don't know if they're going to buff improved counter spell. I hope they don't. Strangulate's a long ass cooldown anyway. Deep Freeze damage has been reduced. Fingers of Frost is buffing Ice Lance, I think. It doesn't say down from anything, so 15% more damage on Ice Lance is going to suck. Frost Specialization increases damage of your Frostbolt by 15% and decreases your Frostburn Mastery by 6. I don't know what that means. I don't play a mage. That looks like most of the changes that I've seen. Earthquake damage has been increased a little bit. It's PvE. Warlock set bonus has been increased. The Fell Flame hits 300% harder for PvE. Warlock 4-piece reduces the coil by 30 seconds. Oh, that sucks. That'll match the Priest Fierce, so. Locks are pretty much priests. Oh, joy. Let's look up further. Runic Virulence is gone. You don't have to spec it to make your spells not miss for PvE anymore. That's really nice. I'm pretty sure Frosty Kids were bitching that they had to spec over into Frost.